Soaring gracefully through the skies with broad wings and excellent sight and smell, vultures are some of the most intelligent yet misunderstood birds in the world. And they may not be around for much longer. The African continent has witnessed a dramatic decline, reportedly up to 97%, in vulture populations over the past 50 years. The illegal trade and trafficking of these birds, mainly for their body parts which are used in certain traditional medicines, is a key reason why vultures are hard to come across. Other threats to vultures include indiscriminate poisoning, persecution, electrocution, and the loss and degradation of its habitat. This is Moluferin village in Wasimi, Ogun State. I'm here to meet a traditional medicine practitioner who advocates against the use of vultures in traditional medicine. Although these birds are protected by law, trade in their body parts is common business.
I have been learned and been preaching to so many traditional healers in Ogun State as the state president of the state that no one should use vulture. In fact, to me personally, I've never once used vulture in life. Vulture is very scarce. To see vulture now, you will go to northern part of Nigeria. There's no more vulture here in the southwest. If federal government enforce it, that nobody should use this thing, and if they catch them, they imprison them, they will run. So you have to go to people selling it in the market and tell them, don't use this thing again.
In 2018, the Oxford Martin Programme on Illegal Wildlife Trade conducted surveys on markets in Nigeria to determine the popularity of commercializing vultures. 26,000 stalls across 19 markets were surveyed, and it was found that 397 sellers, which is 1.5% of those surveyed, sold vulture products. Considering the fact that vultures are supposed to be protected by law, this is a large percentage suggestive of just how widespread the illegal trade is.
Yeah, vultures are, you're not allowed to do it. It's illegal. But people just disregard it, possibly because the punishments are pretty mild. They're not that severe. And a lot of people just, easily buy their way out of it and continue with the nonsense. So this is something we're also working on, trying to persuade the leadership, the people who are responsible for making the laws, how important it really is to ensure that people understand that you can't continue wiping out a whole species, especially a species as important as the vulture.
Desmond Majekodunmi is the founder of Lufasi Park, one of few protected areas in Nigeria where vultures can be found. He's been observing these birds for over a decade. We walk towards the Eki, a red ironwood tree in the park where the endangered hooded vulture lives. It is one of 7 vulture species found in Nigeria, 6 of which are threatened with extinction.
Unfortunately, vultures are hunted and killed for the most nonsensical things. People say it's very good for medicine. They say it's good for spiritual strength, that you can get money, you can get this, that, and the other by killing the vulture. But also what's killing them off is poisoning, because a lot of people who are doing illegal trade in bigger animals like elephants and so on, they found that the vultures would hover high up, and that would alert the game park rangers and so on. So they said, okay, the best way is just to poison these creatures. So it's, as I said, it's totally nonsensical. And this creature is just cleaning up for us. It's giving us such a wonderful, wonderful service. The carrion that it sees, that is dead animals and so on, before they can go rotten, before they can start spreading their diseases and so on, the vulture comes in with this incredible acidity in its stomach. It can absorb all that and be perfectly happy. And it doesn't even have to kill. It's not a predator. It just cleans up for us. So the ones that we have here are also very friendly, and they're doing a little bit of cleaning and garbage collection for us right here in Lufasi.
Although vultures are sociable animals, often seen moving in flocks, the consistent hunting and killing of these birds does make them harder to spot. One, because they do tend to stay further away from human beings, but two, because obviously they're in serious population decline. But here today at Lufasi Park, I'm looking just up there into the eki tree, quite far behind me, and sitting on the edge of a broken branch, I can see a hooded vulture.
We monitor and keep track through painstaking observation. We have some regular observation cycles where we come in the morning and the afternoon, and we come with our binoculars and our cameras and so on. So we have a pretty good idea of the vulture population that exists here, and we're very, very happy to say that it's actually increasing a little bit.
Vultures hunt for food differently. These birds glide through the skies searching for remains of dead animals before descending down for dinner. To find their food, they often track other scavenging birds and swoop down in large groups to steal their prey. They play a vital role in our ecosystem and are often referred to as nature's garbage disposers. In a pandemic era, we cannot underestimate the necessity of this, yet the threat against these birds isn't getting any better. Stephen Awoyemi, a conservation biologist that's been monitoring the illegal trade of vulture body parts for the past decade, explains that while a lack of law enforcement has contributed at large to the vulture population decline, there is more than one perspective.
People are not obeying the law. And then, secondly, there's weak enforcement. People have been practicing these beliefs for thousands of years, from generation to generation. This is kind of difficult in terms of for law enforcement. It is estimated that 1,500 vultures are killed yearly in the country. And within West Africa, 73% of vulture carcasses found have been linked to the trade in Nigeria. So you can see how the impact of the trade in Nigeria is.
While vultures are right on the verge of extinction, it's not impossible to stop this from happening. The unmonitored sales of vulture products in markets across Nigeria is a huge problem, and law enforcement agencies need to play a more intentional role in deterring these activities. Several myths about vultures, both good and bad, also aren't helping the problem, so our education is key for their survival. These vital members of our ecosystem must live on, and certainly can do so with human intention. Laila Johnson-Salami, Arise News, Lagos.